Welcome in, beautiful soul. This is Dahlia with Spiritual Society. And this week's pick a card reading is on third party connections. We're going to take a look at what are his true intentions for you versus her, and what might the possible outcome of this connection be. Take a deep breath. Choose one of the cards or crystals that resonates with you the most. Welcome in, card number one. The card that you were drawn to says, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Let's start your reading by asking the question, what are his feelings for you versus his feelings for her? All right, we'll start with you. What are his true feelings for you? We have the Knight of Wands. This is a beautiful way to start your reading. The Knight of Wands means that he's very passionate about you. There's a sense of adventure and invigoration and enthusiasm when it comes to your connection. There's a lot of chemistry. Perhaps you swept him off his feet and you make him feel a sense of excitement that he hasn't felt in a long time. Let's get another card. What are his true feelings for you? We have the Two of Wands. Very interesting. The Two of Wands is about needing to make a choice between your comfort zone versus a new, exciting adventure. And so with this Knight of Wands, I'm getting the sense that he started a connection with you after this other person that I'm going to get into. And because the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands are side by side, this Two of Wands is literally about leaning into what's exciting versus what's comfortable. So perhaps this other connection that he's involved with is something that is familiar and comfortable, but at the same time, your comfort zone can grow increasingly uncomfortable if it's not exciting, if it's not expanding your desires, if it's just the same old routine, then you start to grow complacent and unhappy with that same old situation. So it appears that his feelings for you are still wondering, should I take this leap of faith into starting a new adventure, or should I stay where I'm comfortable? Let me get another card. What are his true feelings for you? We have the Death and Rebirth card. So that definitely confirms what I was just saying, because the Death card is about new beginnings, but it happens after you close a door, after you end one cycle. So he recognizes that there's something here. There's a lot of feeling, there's a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of enjoyment factor, but at the same time, it's going to take completely ending this connection with this other person that he's with in order to establish a committed, long lasting relationship with you. So he recognizes that this is a death process that he's going through, and he needs to lean into releasing the other person in his life because he's starting to feel an increasing level of excitement and adventure regarding your connection. So let me get a different deck. What are his feelings for you? What are his true feelings for you? We have not enough. It says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, and jealousy. Interesting. So I'm wondering if this feeling of being frustrated in relationship is because he needs to decide what he wants, and he is frustrated in his current relationship, and so he's navigating how to go about being with you. But I'm wondering if you may also have jealousy issues, because this first card here does say emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So I'm feeling like this is both of your energy, that he's aware that you're frustrated because he has not experienced this death process with his previous relationship, and he's still in the midst of trying to decide whether he should go or stay. And so for you, it's very frustrating and perhaps may instigate fears and feelings of jealousy because he has not yet decided to completely end that situation and commit to you and you alone. So I'm definitely seeing that both of you are frustrated. He's frustrated in his previous relationship. That's why he's interested in a connection with you. And you're frustrated because you see the type of connection that the two of you have and you see the potential, but there's still that wall that is not allowing the two of you to commit fully to one another. So now I'm going to take a look at what are his feelings for her. Okay, what are his true feelings for her? We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there's still sincere emotions regarding her. The Ace of Cups makes me feel like perhaps she was his first love, or she was the type of person that opened his heart up in a way that he never felt before. But there's still like a depth of love she stirs within his heart. And I do feel it's based on either her being his first love or perhaps being a love that he experienced after a dark period of time. So let me get another card here. What are his true feelings for her? Wow, we have the 10 of Cups. Okay, so he definitely still feels a lot of emotional fulfillment with her. And that's why with this 2 of Wands, he's not yet ready to leave his comfort zone because she's still a comfortable place. It's possible that they have family together, that they've been together for a number of years, and it's like she feels like home. She feels like a safe place. And it might not be exciting for him anymore to be with her because of the length of time that they've been together. So that's perhaps the type of reinvigoration and excitement that you're bringing to his life. But there is still a lot of devotion because of the emotions that they've built up together over a long period of time. All right, let me get another card. What are his true feelings for her? The Hierophant means that his connection with her is based on tradition. So it's possible that they're married. And if they're not married, they have been together for a long period of time. And by being with her, he's honoring his duties and his responsibilities by still being committed to something that he has decided to commit to. He's decided to take on a marriage or a family or a long-term committed relationship. And so it's that commitment and that structure and that devotion to tradition and trying to honor responsibilities and duties as a man that makes him feel like he shouldn't just up and leave or get rid of that situation so easily. Okay, let me get another deck. What are his true feelings for her? What are his true feelings for her? Okay, we have twin flames. It says yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, and complement each other. So again, there's still this feeling of soulmate. I feel like they were probably high school sweethearts or something similar where, they've had a connection over a number of years and they've had a love for each other, ever since they can remember. So I am getting the sense that this is a long-term relationship. This is a first love type of energy. And even though it might not be exciting anymore, there's still a level of devotion that he has towards her. So I'm going to get into some details and see what the potential outcome is. But as of right now, I am still seeing that he's completely devoted to her. And at this juncture, he's still deciding if leaving her is something that's going to be beneficial or something that's not right for him. So now we're going to take a look at what are his true intentions for you. Okay, what are his true intentions for you? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, you have 2 knights here. So the Knight energy is about movement. It's about new beginnings and the initial work that one has to do to take an idea to fulfillment of a goal. But the Knight of Pentacles, as far as his true intentions, this is one of the slowest and steadiest energies in this entire deck. And it's about long-term growth. So with this card, it shows me that his intention is to build something up over time with you. And so it may take a lot of time. I don't know how much a lot means, but it's not going to be as quick as you might desire for him to wrap up this other situation. Because again, this is about long-term energy. And with her, there is a consistency and a commitment that's been built up over a period of time. But with this card, his intentions for you is to build a committed connection with you that can stand the test of time, but that's going to take due diligence. It's going to take patience. It's going to take growth. All right. So ultimately, this shows me that his intentions for you are to build something up over a period of time. So let me get another card. What are his true intentions for you? Wow, you have another Knight card. This is really interesting. So the Knight of Swords is kind of opposite to this Knight of Pentacles because it's about moving quickly and impulsively. So this makes me feel that with time, you will have more clarity to take swift action, but it's going to take a consistency that he knows that this is something worth pivoting towards. This is something that he feels is steady and long-term. And with that clarity will come action, will come movement. Okay, let me get another card. What are his true intentions for you? What do you need to know most at this time? We have the Seven of Pentacles. So this shows me again, this is a very patient energy. It's also about something that's growing, but you can't see the fruits yet. You can't experience the harvest and, take that juicy bite of all of the work that you've been planting into this. So this is about understanding that your connection together is not yet finished growing. It's still in the developmental stage. And so you can't expect to enjoy the harvest in this sense, the goal of him committing to you and you alone. You can't expect that quite yet because there's still a lot of development. There's the two of you building upon the foundation that you've already established, which is one of passion and chemistry and excitement and adventure. And so the more he feels that consistency of that enthusiasm, the more he may be willing to part ways with this other person. But it's still going to take slow and steady build up so that he feels like, yes, I've established a foundation and I can now run towards her and make this leap of faith, take this action, this decision. But it is going to take long-term growth is what I see here. All right, let me get another card. What are his true intentions for you? Wow. It says abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. And that's something that I thought about the Seven of Pentacles, but I didn't mention it. This is about being grateful for the work that you've already done and being grateful for the seed that's growing, the seed of your connection and a relationship that has not yet blossomed into a beautiful flower or a juicy fruit, but you've at least planted a seed of connection that the both of you really appreciate. So it's instead of being focused on the future, be grateful for the present. And although you may not have the outcome that you completely desire right now, there is still something that is building and has the potential to be long lasting. So his intention for you, number one, for both of you and for you in particular, because I do feel that perhaps, like I said in the beginning, there's jealousy or there's heavy emotions because you're not getting what you want. And you probably feel like maybe an insecurity if he's really telling you the truth. I do feel he's being authentic and he's telling you the truth, but he wants you to focus on the passion and the chemistry and the gratitude for what you have versus the impatience for him to make a decision when he's not yet quite ready for it. All right, beautiful soul, if you are resonating so far and you want to claim this message for yourself, comment the heart on fire emoji. Again, if you're resonating with this message and you want to claim it for yourself, like this video now and comment the heart on fire emoji. So next, beautiful soul, we're going to take a look at what are his true intentions for her. All right. What are his true intentions for the other woman in his life? We have the Magician card. That's interesting. Let me get a clarifying card. What is this Magician energy? What are his true intentions for her? Clarify the Magician. The Six of Wands. This makes me feel like he wants her to be happy and to be successful. He wants her to know how worthy she is. I'm almost getting the sense it's like he wants her to reach this place where she feels like she's accomplished goals in her life, that her career is on fire, or people really respect her and validate her. I feel like he doesn't want to hurt her because he does truly love her. And so I feel like for him, it's like if she decides to focus on other things, other goals, other aspirations, then it won't be as hard for me to end the relationship, because he'll feel like she is growing and expanding in a way that doesn't include him. So it's like he wants to help her manifest success and validation in her life so that she doesn't get disrespected or like traumatized by the ending of the relationship. That's really interesting. Let me get another card. What are his true intentions for her? We have the Queen of Cups. Yes, see, this shows me that he has a lot of compassion for her and he doesn't want to hurt her. He doesn't want to let her down. So it's almost like if she becomes successful in other areas of her life, she's going to be focusing on bigger and better things than him. And so he will be free to move on and she will be free to move towards her goals and accomplish other things that are important to her. So I do feel for him, it's like he has to feel that she's secure enough that he can leave her in a way that's not going to devastate her identity or her feelings. He doesn't want to traumatize her, which is really interesting. All right, let me get a different deck. What are his true intentions for her? This says engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity and completion. Very interesting. Let me get a clarifying card. What are his true intentions for her? We have love. Wow. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So this is really interesting. I mean, there's not much to say about this. It does say his intentions for her are engagement, partnership, unconditional love. All right. So at this time, there's still a lot of dedication towards this woman in his life. All right. So now I guess the best thing to do is just see what the potential outcome is for either of you. And then it's up to you to make the decision what you feel based on this reading. Okay. What is the potential outcome for you? What is the potential outcome for you and him in this connection? We have the King of Swords. Let me get another card. Clarify the King of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. The Seven of Swords is about deception, being sneaky, betraying someone under the cover of darkness. We have the King of Swords, which is about clarity, discernment, seeing above the clouds of emotion. So this makes me feel like the potential outcome for you here is him realizing that he's being deceptive and he's betraying both of you by not making a decision, by still being deeply devoted to this woman, but also being attracted to you and still having intentions for you, but also uncertainty. There's a level of betrayal and deception here that he will come to be aware of. Okay, what is the potential outcome for your connection with him? We have the Knight of Cups. So you have literally all 4 knights in your reading here. So I want to be clear that the knights do indicate immaturity and also newness and impetuousness. So there's something here that is still immature in your connection. And I do feel here, especially with this King of Swords and the Seven of Swords, he's moving off of all impulse. And there's still an emotional connection with her, but there's a lot of energy when it comes to you. This Knight of Cups does indicate romantic proposal, insinuates someone offering you their love and their devotion. But because it is a knight, it can be an impulsive energy that is immature and doesn't operate from a place of true depth and true clarity and true commitment. So for you, I would really take into consideration the immaturity of your connection and the fact that it's still new and he has not yet made a decision and does not yet have the clarity. He has not even come to the awareness of that he's being deceptive. That's going to come with time. And perhaps with that clarity and commitment to devote to you, then there may be an ending over here. And I'll explore that further. But as of right now, I would understand that there's still a lot of work that he needs to do to understand what it is that he wants and to understand that he's playing games. But right now, again, it's like a little boy, kind of immature teenager vibe where he's just going to go off of his impulses and build something up with you when he has not yet decided to end this other connection. Okay. So let me get a different deck. What is the potential outcome here with you and him in this connection? What is your potential outcome with him in this connection? We have getting to know each other. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is what I'm feeling, especially with all this night energy. It's a newness and an immaturity where there's still a lot more growth that needs to occur. So if you have sincere feelings for him, if you are devoted to exploring this connection further, then you will have to be patient as he navigates his decision making with this other person. So let me go ahead and get into the potential outcome for her so you will know if it's worth being patient or not. Okay, what is the potential outcome with her? We have the Nine of Cups. It's about experiencing and feeling bliss and emotional fulfillment, achieving and having something that you truly desire. All right, let me get another card. What is the potential outcome for his connection with the other woman in his life? What is the potential outcome? We have the Seven of Wands and the Temperance card. Let me clarify. What is the Seven of Wands? What is his potential outcome with her? The Six of Pentacles. Okay, let me get one final card. What is the potential outcome of his connection with her? Potential outcome of his connection with her. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So this is interesting. The Seven of Wands is about needing to protect yourself from negativity. We also have the Temperance card and the Six of Pentacles. The Temperance is about finding healing and balance. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which is about reciprocity. So part of me feels that in the future, their relationship is going to plateau and they will realize that it's in their best interest to pursue other opportunities, whether that's in their career or that's in their relationship, where they realize that they've given to each other all that they can give. And now there's a next iteration of their growth that they have to move away from each other. So this Nine of Cups is like a culmination energy. It's an ending that, you've reached a place of fulfillment and satisfaction. But I'm almost getting the sense that it will be like we've reached the height of our enjoyment with one another. And now it's time to protect our light and pursue other interests. With the Six of Pentacles, it makes me feel like they will reach a place where they realize that we've given everything that we have to one another and there's just something new. The Seven of Wands, it's like it's time to protect our energy and start to explore something new, something exciting, something that lights us up in our new paths. With this Temperance card, it makes me feel like they will reach a place of peacefulness and balance where they recognize that at this point, they're better off as friends. And I do feel they will have a really close relationship. That even if he decides to completely end the connection with her, they will still be good friends, especially if they're parents, they will co-parent very well. So I wouldn't expect for his connection with her to ever completely end, maybe in a romantic sense, but in a friendship capacity and a deep love capacity, they will always have deep reverence and respect for one another. However, I do feel like they will reach this place where they plateau and realize there's just nothing left for the two of them to give one another. All right. But I always want you to use your best judgment, follow your own intuition, and navigate what you're willing to tolerate and how long you're willing to be patient, because I do know that this is a very tricky situation to be in love with someone or to feel such a depth of connection with them and to feel like you're out of control, or that, they have you like held hostage, have your heart held hostage. So it's up to you to navigate how patient you're willing to be and how much you're willing to persevere. But I do see a genuine chemistry and attraction here. It's just still an immature connection, and there's so much built up over time with her that it is going to take a period of time for the situation to resolve in a way that you may desire. So I'm going to get one final card just to see what he wants to tell you right now. Okay. What does he desire to tell you right now? This says, I am always with you in spirit. So this definitely makes me feel like the times when you are not together, he's still thinking about you, reminiscing on your connection. Let me get another card. What does he want to tell you? You are my light in the darkest times. Okay. And one final message from him. What does he want to tell you? I would like to give this another chance. So you have 3 messages from him. I am with you always in spirit. You are my light in the darkest times. And I would like to give this another chance. So again, beautiful soul, you have full autonomy to navigate this experience as you so desire. And this reading is just the energy, but the decision is always yours. All right, my beautiful soul, if you resonated with this reading and you want to claim it for yourself, comment a heart on fire emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. We release new exciting readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that at any time. Until the next time I get to read for you, as always, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 2. The card that you were drawn to says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So let's start off this reading by taking a look at what are his true feelings for you versus her. What are his true feelings for you? We have the Hangman. The Hangman is about seeing things from a different perspective. Let me see what this energy is related to. Clarify the Hanged Man. What does he need to see from a different perspective when it comes to his feelings for you? We have the Page of Wands, the Moon, and the Star. Very interesting energy here. What are his true feelings for you? So this Moon card reminds me of the card that you were drawn to. It says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So I'm getting the sense he feels like you are a mirror for him, and you make him see life differently than he normally would. I'm almost getting like this is a spiritual connection that is for the purpose of growth and evolution, because relationships are often the best mirrors for your weaknesses and for your strengths. And so the connection with you, he's starting to see his life differently. He's starting to see his insecurities or his weaknesses based on your reflection. This is really interesting. And the star, it's almost like you are giving him faith that there's something different. There's a different reality than he was even aware of. You might be a more spiritual person than he is. You might have conversations about things that open up his thoughts to new discoveries that he wasn't aware of before. So I am getting the sense that your connection is an intellectual one. It's one based on deep conversations and unraveling emotions and hidden repressed energies. It's possible he talks to you about things that are from his childhood, or, maybe even says things like, we were together in a past life. But there's a depth of your connection that forces him to see life differently, which is really interesting. And with this Page of Wands, this is about new excitement and enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm just getting the sense that his feelings for you are related to what you bring out of him. And I feel like you bring out energy within him that he wasn't aware was even there. And so he's excited about life, the potential of possibility with you, based on discovering new things about himself, which is really interesting energy. Let me get a different deck. What are his true feelings for you? Coffee cup. It says meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So that really reminds me of what I said, that your connection is based on intellect. It's based on deep conversations. Feeling uplifted reminds me of this Page of Wands. So there's something about your conversation that invigorates him and makes him see life from a different point of view. And so he really admires that quality about you. So now we're going to take a look at the other woman in his life and see what are his true feelings for her. Okay, what are his true feelings for the other woman? We have the Five of Swords. This shows me that there's a lot of conflict and mental agony between them. There's a lot of arguments. There's a depletion and a drain of his mental energy, which makes a lot of sense that your conversations uplift him. And his conversation and communication with her is very draining and argumentative. Let me get another card. What are his true feelings for her? We have the Ace of Cups. So this shows me that he still has an open heart for her, that he still has a depth of devotion and love for her based on what she's opened up in his heart previously. So even though there's arguments and there's conflict and there's strife and miscommunication, there's still love here. Let me get another card. What are his true feelings for the other woman in his life? What are his true feelings for the other woman? We have the King of Swords. Let me get a clarifying energy. What is this King of Swords related to his feelings for her? Clarify what the King of Swords means related to his true feelings for her. Wow, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Very interesting. This makes me feel like she's not on his level intellectually. It also makes me feel like she's immature or irresponsible, and that he feels the need to take care of her, or that she can't see his perspective. And that could be why there's a lot of conflict. I'm seeing like a disconnect in the way they think and in the way they communicate. He's probably a very intellectual, very logical and discerning individual, very analytical. And I do feel that's what he admires about your connection, is the intellectual reasoning and capacity that the two of you share. And I feel like that is something that disappoints him with her, is that there's always an argument. There's always a miscommunication and a misunderstanding because they're not seeing eye to eye on a lot of things. That's what I see here. They're not seeing eye to eye, but he definitely still has an open heart for her, a love for her. But it's like an incompatibility here that I'm feeling. Let me get a different deck. What are his true feelings for the other woman in his life? What are his true feelings for the other woman? We have the sword and the rose. It says clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. So this is the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is a very responsible and analytical and logical person. So he sees things from like a place of not emotion, but clarity. So this is really interesting. Let me get another card. Clarify the sword and the rose. What are his true feelings for her? What are his true feelings for her? What is this? Okay, so it says soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract, soulmates. So this makes me feel related to this Ace of Cups that there's still clarity that they have an agreement. They have a connection that they've established and they've built up. So even though there's conflict, there's miscommunication and misunderstanding, there's still an awareness that they have a contract. And because of this King of Swords, it's like he's a person who takes care of his responsibility without like second guessing it. So, but there's still something that's binding the two of them together. So now let's take a look at what are his true intentions for you. Okay, what are his true intentions for you? We have the Three of Wands. Interesting. The Three of Wands is about being ready to manifest something new. This is about building up and culminating energy to have a new start, a new beginning based on what you're passionate about. It can also indicate travel. So there's maybe an aspect of distance or travel or moving that needs to happen in order for your relationship to progress. But ultimately, this makes me see there is a future that he's anticipating and that it's building up. The energy is building up. So let me get another clarifier. What are his true intentions for you? What is this Three of Wands? What is he planning, building, anticipating? What are his true intentions for you? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is a really interesting card because this can indicate being materialistic or focused on wealth. So true intentions for you can be money motivated or financially motivated. Let me get a clarifying card. What is this Nine of Pentacles reverse? What are his true intentions for you? What are his true intentions for you? I almost get like he wants to spoil you or take you on a trip, travel with you, spend a lot of money on you. I'm not sure. Let me get another card. What are his true intentions for you? What are his true intentions for you? This is really interesting. The Hermit is a card of spiritual enlightenment and introspection. This makes me feel like running away together, traveling together, moving together. There's something here about your connection or his intention with you that's both isolating and materialistic, which makes me feel like running away together and starting completely over. This is some really interesting energy, that's for sure. Let me get a different deck. What are his true intentions for you? What do you need to know most at this time? What are his true intentions for you? Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. I'm really drawn to this focusing out. I feel like you're kind of an escape for him. Let me get another card. What are his true intentions for you? Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. Yeah, I do feel that's what I'm getting here. I'm feeling like his intention for you to escape with you, or that you are an escape based on this feeling of deep passion that he has for you. So I almost get like the two of you may run away together or something along those lines. I'm not quite sure. It's a really interesting energy though. Okay, let me get some cards for her. What are his true intentions for the other woman in his life? We have the Two of Wands. This is the similar energy of needing to decide if you're going to stay where you are in your comfort zone or if you're going to pursue new adventures. So his intention for her is deciding if he's going to stay or if he's going to go. So over here, you have the Three of Wands, and it's once you decided to pursue the adventure, now you're expecting new possibilities based on what you've decided to move towards, based on what you're passionate about. Okay, so his intention for her is to decide if he's going to stay or leave. Let me get another card. What are his true intentions for the other woman in his life? We have the Knight of Swords. This is also about making a decision and taking swift action. So he's in the process of deciding what his intentions for her are. And I feel because he's a very mental and discerning individual, like sees from a logical point of view versus an emotional one, once he has the clarity, he's going to make a decision easily. It's not going to be something that's going to have to take a lot of time, but he's still in the decision-making process right now. Okay, let me get another card. What are his true intentions for the other woman in his life? We have the Ace of Wands. Let me get another clarifier. What is this Ace of Wands related to his intentions? We have the Nine of Cups. Let me get one more card. Clarify the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. What are his true intentions for her? The Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this makes me feel that his intention with her is to pursue his passion, to pursue what emotionally fulfills him and lights him up. And I do feel with this Five of Pentacles that there is something lacking in their connection. There's a lack of security here. And so I feel like he's recognizing this connection is not giving him all that he desires in his life. And therefore, he's going to have a new beginning for himself based on what he's passionate about versus what he's tied to. Okay, let me get a different deck. What are his true intentions for the other woman in his life? Separation. Okay, it says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future. So I do feel that he will make the decision that this connection with this other woman is not serving him, is not something that he sees for his future. And like I said, with the Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands, once he makes the decision, it's going to happen quite quickly. But there is something in their connection that is no longer satisfying. And at this point, I do feel his connection with you is like an escape, but he does recognize that he has to make up his mind and he can't play both sides. Okay. All right, beautiful soul. If you are resonating with this reading so far and you want to claim it for yourself, comment a star emoji and like this video now. Again, if you're resonating and you want to claim this reading for yourself, comment the star emoji and like this video now. All right, beautiful soul. So now we're going to take a look at what is the potential outcome for you versus her. Okay, what is the potential outcome of your connection with this person? We have the Devil card, interesting energy. The Devil. What is this Devil energy? Clarify the Devil. What is the potential outcome of your connection together? The Three of Swords. Okay, this is not turning out how I expected. So the Devil means that there's some sort of pattern in his behavior that you may recognize is not in your highest and best interest. It may lead to you deciding that you're not interested in pursuing a connection with this person anymore. Up here, I did feel like you're an escape for him. And I'm wondering if there's a material aspect of your connection. Maybe he spoils you or gives you money or gives you gifts and takes you on trips or you could do that for him and he's interested in you for that. So only take what resonates with you. But ultimately, there's something here that in the future you may see is not truthful, or it's lacking integrity, or your connection here is based on some sort of addictive personality or pleasure seeking or lack of integrity. But it reminds me here of this card up here. Beware of the qualities that you are projecting, because the qualities you admire, you both possess equally. The qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So there may be some sort of reflection that the two of you are offering one another that you're going to realize is something that you needed to heal within yourself, and he's just showing it to you. The devil tempts you to know yourself, because it's like tempting you to do things that are not in your best interest, but they feel really good in the moment. So there may be some aspect of your connection with him in the future that you realize is not serving you, and you'll want to separate from this individual. Let me get another card. What is the potential outcome of your future connection together? We have the Emperor. Let me clarify this Emperor card. What is the Emperor card? Yeah, okay. So I was feeling this, like this Emperor, I feel is a different divine masculine that's coming into your life that is in your best interest, and it may not be this person. I feel like you are a good reflection for this individual. Again, I am getting like escape, because there's something that you're bringing out in this individual that they've never seen before, and you're revealing perhaps character flaws or weaknesses within this person. That's going to give both of you clarity, and you're going to realize that you deserve the Emperor versus the devil. You deserve someone who's stable, loyal, practical, someone who sees future with you and is going to take the right steps in order to create that goal, create that structure, and commit to you in the way that you truly deserve and value. The Chariot is about moving forward towards victory, and it's also about overcoming the negatives and the obstacles to reach your success. So ultimately, this makes me feel like you're going to realize that this person was just a stepping stone. They were an opportunity for you to see what you truly deserve and what you truly desire. And with the Fool is about taking a leap of faith and starting a new beginning, based on purity, based on an open heart, based on a sense of seeking new life and new excitement. Okay, so I definitely feel that for you, there will be a new beginning with a true divine masculine, an Emperor who is going to truly nurture you and value you. But ultimately, I feel like you may see that this person, there's pleasure there, there's enjoyment there, there's passion there, but it's not the type of commitment that you truly desire and deserve. All right, let me get a different deck here. What is the possible outcome of your future connection with him? Wow, this says love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So again, this reminds me of what I said, like the two of you are mirroring both strengths and weaknesses in one another. You both are identifying what you love about yourself. While you're together, you're also identifying what you don't like about yourself. And with all these cards here, I was saying that you're going to realize that this person is just perhaps giving you lip service. It's not that you don't have a genuine connection. And it's not to say that the connection may continue for a period of time, but in the future, I do see you loving yourself first and you recognizing that this person may not commit to you in the way that you desire. They may take too long stringing you along, and the two of you may have grand adventures, may have a lot of fun, may spend money on each other, etc., but doesn't have real depth, ultimately, is what I'm feeling here. All right, beautiful soul. So now I'm going to take a look at what is the possible future outcome of his connection with her. Okay, what is the possible future outcome of his connection with the other woman in his life? We have the Three of Cups. This is about friendships. It's also about like soulmate friendships, friendships that are deeply ingrained in our lives, and people that we have a sincere devotion to, but in a friendship capacity. So this makes me feel that their connection will continue to be a friendship ongoing based on this feeling that the two of them are connected on a soul level. What is the potential outcome of his connection with her? What is the potential outcome of his connection with the other woman? We have the Justice card. This is about karma. This is also about taking personal accountability and responsibility. So this may indicate that there's a justice coming in their connection. Perhaps the justice may be a dissolution of the relationship and then it just becomes a friendship. The justice also may be him taking responsibility for the fact that he has to decide to stay or go. He can't play both people. That's deceptive. That's this devil energy. It's like, even no matter what your intentions are, if you're operating from lack of integrity because you are with two people when you ultimately should just decide, then he's going to have to take responsibility when it comes to making the decision and reaping the karma of his decision to pursue a connection with you when he's still in a situation already. Okay, so ultimately justice is coming for his connection, and it may result in him deciding that they need to separate, or she may ultimately decide that they need to separate. Okay, let me get another card. What is the potential future outcome of his connection with the other woman? We have the Strength card, Death and Rebirth, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So with the Knight of Wands and the Death card in reverse, clarifying the Strength card for potential outcome for them. The Strength card does indicate that there's necessity for the two of them to overcome their fears or their challenges. But it does indicate here that that's a possibility, that they can regain the strength of their unity. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, it does indicate someone who's volatile or deceptive, like a cheater or an abuser. The Death card in reverse also indicates a resistance to change or staying in a relationship out of obligation versus ending it. So all these cards here make me feel like they may continue to stay together, but I don't see it being a happy relationship. With this Justice card, it makes me feel like something is going to have to occur where he's going to meet his match. Like, he's going to have to take accountability for his behavior, but ultimately I feel like it's going to continue until perhaps she decides that she's fed up. And I do feel with you over here, you're going to decide that this person isn't being authentic. Even though there's passion and chemistry and a connection between you, you would much rather love yourself and focus on bringing in a divine masculine who's going to give you the type of connection you deserve versus using you as an escape. Okay. Let me get one more card for her. What is the potential outcome of their connection together? Okay, so we have a card here that says unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. All right. So that makes a lot of sense, especially with what I was just saying. He's going to continue to be deceptive and to probably cheat on her because of the lack of passion and chemistry here. There's going to be a judgment in their connection. I feel like ultimately she may be the one to end the connection with him, but this unrequited love, there's a mismatch in their energy that I felt throughout this entire reading. And so even though I feel like there is an authentic passion and a chemistry that the two of you share, there's something that you are revealing within this person. You will find more clarity on the devil attributes. Like it says here, beware of what you are projecting. The qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. So what you appreciate about him is what he appreciates about you. But then it also says the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And that's why you have here the devil and love yourself first, because you're going to start to see that there's whatever it is that you don't like about him, he's mirroring back to you as well. That's why you had the moon card in your initial feelings about each other. The two of you are revealing each other's weaknesses and shadows. That's going to give you the courage to walk away and prepare yourself for your true emperor. Okay. All right, beautiful soul. Let's get one final message. What does he want to say to you right now? Hey, what does this person say to you right now? It says, without you in my life, I feel so lost. What does he want to tell you right now? I would like to give this another chance. And one more card. What does he want to tell you right now? I truly want to work on this connection. All right. So there's multiple cards here indicating a separation between you. Without you in my life, I feel so lost. I would like to give this another chance, and I truly want to work on this connection. So ultimately, the purpose of this reading today is to give you clarity. And the decisions that you make are truly up to you. So even if this individual, you feel the passion, you feel the chemistry, and you even hear him saying, I want to work on this connection, I truly value you, whatever it is that he tells you, ultimately, is he truly being authentic? Or is this just something that is enjoyable and pleasurable for you both at this moment, but ultimately is not going to lead anywhere long lasting? So I'm giving you the clarity based on this energy to decide what it is that you're going to do in the future. All right, beautiful soul, I do hope this reading gave you a sense of peace and clarity. If you resonate and you want to claim this reading for yourself, comment the star emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, subscribe, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a personal reading, there's a link available in the description box below to book that for yourself at any time. And until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 3. The card that you were drawn to says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Now, beautiful soul, let's take a look at what are his true feelings for you versus her. What are his true feelings for you? We have the 10 of Pentacles. This is about security and long-term loyalty and growth. This is about building and establishing a family and building and working towards a legacy together. So that's a very positive start to this reading, that this person on your mind may be truly interested in building a family together with you if you don't already have that established already. Let me get another card. What are his true feelings for you? What do you need to know most at this time? We have the Temperance card and the 7 of Wands. The Temperance card is about walking a middle path of patience and balance and healing. I'm getting the sense that his feelings towards you are very grounded. There's something very centered about your connection together, something that feels right and secure, but also healing and comforting. The 7 of Wands means that he wants to protect your connection. He sees value and light here. There's something worth holding on to. There's something here that's worth protecting for him. Okay, let me use a different deck. What are his true feelings for you? What do you need to know most at this time? The Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Wow. That's really interesting because I definitely mentioned healing here with this Temperance card. There's something very healing, very grounded, very centered about his feelings towards you. His connection towards you makes him feel a sense of peace. And so his desire for you is to take the relationship to the next phase, to grow. And that mirrors this 10 of Pentacles as well. So that's a very beautiful start to this reading. So let's take a look at what are his true feelings for her. What do you need to know about his connection with the other person? What are his true feelings for her? We have the King of Wands. This makes me feel like he feels some sort of leadership or protectiveness over her. There is this aspect of being the successful one, the one who holds it together. Let me get another card. What are his true feelings towards the other person? We have the Devil. This reminds me of what I was just saying about the King of Wands. He feels like the leader or the protector. This Devil energy makes me feel like she has some sort of issues with addiction, or that she could be using negative ways of behaving to cope with either anxieties or fears or insecurities. I feel like he feels like he's responsible for her because she can't take care of herself. Let me get another card. What are the true feelings he has for her? The Nine of Cups. There's still something emotionally satisfying for him when it comes to this connection. It could be the satisfaction, the emotional reward of feeling like you're helping someone. Let me get another card. What are his true feelings for her? Clarify this Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Yes. So the Seven of Pentacles is about being grateful for what's growing. So I feel like he's helping her to rebuild her life, and he enjoys the sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that comes with that. So I do feel like for some reason he feels like he's a protector over her, and he feels like it's his duty to help her succeed, and it's also somehow emotionally rewarding for him. All right, let me get a different deck. What are his true feelings for the other person? Coffin. It says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So I don't feel like he feels a romantic connection for her more than he does a sense of duty and responsibility to help her grow, to help her transition from the mode of operating that she's in now to a place of more stability. But I do feel that he feels like for some reason, this connection with her is ending. And for some of you, I'm getting the message that this other person is actually ill. So could be physically ill or mentally ill and needs to be taken care of, and he's her caretaker. So that's a specific message for some of you out there, that he's with her because he's literally taking care of her physical, mental, emotional well-being at this time. So now let's take a look at what are his true intentions for you and the connection. Okay, what are his true intentions for you? We have the Four of Pentacles. It reminds me of the Seven of Wands. The Four of Pentacles is about securing something, holding on to people, places, or things, not wanting to give something up. So there's an aspect of your connection that he does want to protect, that he wants to secure, that he wants to hold on to. So I'm getting the sense that he does not desire to give up on the connection that he has with you very easily. It's something that he's willing to protect. What are his true intentions for you? What do you need to know most at this time? We have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. I'm getting the sense that there's a sadness and an insecurity here. And I am reminded of this card. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities. I feel like somehow, even though he wants to hold onto the connection, because he knows that he's providing for the well-being of this other person, that he can't be with you. And I don't necessarily mean in the future, But as it stands right now, there's like a feeling of being very hurt by something that you can't have. So there's a dichotomy here of wanting to hold on and protect the connection, but also being saddened by the fact that you can't completely have it. Okay, let me get another card. What are his true intentions for you? We have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about marriage. It's about celebration amongst community. So ultimately, his intention for you, although he feels hurt by this division that's here, his intention is to secure you. And that could be through marriage, that could be through commitment or a celebration of your love in a public capacity. But ultimately, security with you is his desire. Okay, let me use a different deck. What are his true intentions for you? What are his true intentions for you? Wow. Security. It says palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So this is exactly what I was saying. Like his intention is to secure a connection with you that is long lasting, that endures. There's something about his connection with you that he's not willing to give up on. He sees a future, he sees family, he sees growth, he sees building a legacy that is based on something that is truly spiritually intertwined. You are a very healing presence for him, and therefore he's not willing to compromise the type of connection that the two of you share. All right, beautiful soul. If you are resonating with this reading so far and you want to claim it for yourself, comment a palm tree emoji and like this video now. Again, if you're resonating and you want to claim this message for yourself, comment the palm tree emoji and like this video now. All right, beautiful soul. So now let's take a look at what are his true intentions for the other person. Okay, what are his true intentions? We have the Eight of Wands, Justice, and the Five of Wands. So there is an energy of conflict and desiring to swiftly resolve it. There's something here. The Justice card is about needing to take responsibility and to act in accordance with ways that would align with desired outcomes. Because this is a card about knowing that you need to take personal accountability for the actions that you're taking and the results that you're getting in life. So there's an aspect of needing to be responsible, needing to take accountability, and a need to resolve something here that has run its course. The Five of Wands again indicates that there's a lot of conflict and negativity that is challenging this connection that he faces with this individual. And the Eight of Wands indicates that he wants this judgment, this resolution happen quickly. Because again, this is about needing to take responsibility for the perpetuation of this conflicting narrative. So let me get some other cards here. What are his true intentions for her? We have wedding rings. Let me get another card. What are his true intentions for her? Girl with a snake. It says empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So this could possibly be that they are married. Remember, I did say that with the King of Wands, I feel like he feels like he's responsible or protective over her, and it could be due to a marriage. I do feel it's needing him to take care of her. For some reason, I feel like there's an illness that she's dealing with, and he's the one who's trying to help her overcome that. But this girl with the snake card, it's empath and narcissist paradigm, which in this indication reminds me of the devil card. And I feel like his feelings toward her is that she's a really negative person. She's a very draining person, but he's the empath here. And so with this Justice card, this is him needing to enable boundaries so that he's no longer used to be a caretaker for somebody. But again, like I said up here, he feels some sort of emotional satisfaction with that. And so I'm just reminded that, empaths want to help people, but sometimes you have to realize that helping someone who refuses to change or refuses to get help for themselves is just delaying their well being, because it's delaying them confronting aspects of themselves and their own weaknesses that they need to resolve on their own. So ultimately, I feel his intention towards her is to resolve this situation so that there's not this continual aspect of him just being used to take care of somebody versus feeling a sense of peace. And that reminds me of why he feels a healing presence with you, because he's trying to be the healer over here, but his life force energy is just being drained. And with you, there's a sense of that upliftment on his behalf. And that's why, like I said, there's a deep desire for holding on to this connection and to secure the connection, but also a sense of sadness because this situation is not yet resolved. And he also feels a sense of duty towards it. So it reminds me here of this card that you were drawn to. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities. So you are the new possibility that he wants to leave room for, and he has to dissolve the negativity that he's already involved in. So now let's take a look at what is the possible future outcome for both of you. What is the possible future outcome for your connection with him? We have the Knight of Pentacles. This reminds me of the palm tree card. This is about slow and steady growth over a period of time, devoting your energy towards building foundations that are long lasting. So, all right, let's get another card. What is the possible future outcome of your connection with him? We have the World. The World is about reaching a new level, beginning a new chapter based on the culmination of the previous chapter. So this does make me feel like his intention is to resolve the issues, the connection that he shares with this other individual, to just wrap all of that up. Reminds me of the Coffin card, endings bring new beginnings, leading to the World, which is you've reached a new stage. And you can just see how elated the person is on this card, because it's like a final, like a feeling of finally, this is what I've wanted for so long, and I finally achieved it. And now I can reach this next stage and enjoy the fruits of my labor. Okay, let's get another card. What is the possible future outcome of your connection together? We have the Chariot, and this is about overcoming obstacles to reach your victory, navigating the obstacles and the negative experiences and all those things that are painful and challenging, but using them as fuel and determination, and remembering and highlighting all of the beneficial aspects, all of the positive and rewarding feelings about this connection, and using those two opposing energies to ultimately get you where you want to go. So this is about overcoming obstacles to reach your victory. And that is a possible future outcome for the two of you. So let me use a different deck to answer this question. What is the possible future outcome for your connection together? We have deception. It says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Let me get another card. What is the possible future outcome of your connection together? Engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I did want to get another card because ultimately I don't feel that this individual is being deceptive. I feel like this is a very good energy with integrity, but I do feel this deception card relates to this Five of Pentacles, which is this deep feeling of sadness and insecurity for not being able to have this be what he wants right now. And so that again reminds me of this card. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities. So I feel like because he is an empath and a very responsible person, someone who cares deeply for others, because this situation is not yet completely over, I feel like that's the sadness. And he feels like he's wearing a mask because, in a way, he is being deceptive, especially to the other individual here. But this other card is the energy that I do feel this is leaning towards. And you have the Four of Wands, which does represent celebration of love and marriage. So it is possible here. And this also reminds me of the world ascending to a higher level. That's what this card represents. So ultimately, I do feel a possible future outcome for the two of you is commitment and security. Okay, so now let's take a look at what is the potential future outcome of his connection with her. Okay, what is the possible future outcome for the other connection? Death and rebirth. Okay, reminds me of the coffin card. There's definitely an ending in store for his connection with the other individual. With the Justice card and the Eight of Wands, he does want it to happen rather quickly because he feels like he's being deceptive, and I feel he's deeply hurt by being torn between two people at this time. Okay. And also, it reminds me here, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light. And you see there's just a figure of light surrounded by this darkness. So it's about dissolving from this devil, this negativity, this narcissistic abuse of a healing capacity and transforming that into something that is healing and stable, that gives him as much life as he pours into others. All right, let me get another card. What is the potential future outcome of his connection with the other person? Nine of Wands. This reminds me of the girl with the snake because this is about enabling boundaries. This is also about being very close to the finish line, but also being very tired, needing to be determined to persevere beyond where you're tired so that you can reach the finish line. Reminds me again of the Chariot card, because remember that's about overcoming obstacles to reach your destination. So even though he may be tired and may be still torn and feeling a deep insecurity for this experience here, I feel like he's determined to put an ending to it. Okay, let me get another card. What is the potential outcome of his connection with the other person? We have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, but my deck is upside down, so I'm going to flip these over. So the Two of Swords is about not exactly knowing which path to choose, but needing to trust your intuition to guide you forward. So I do feel there's an aspect of being torn. And that reminds me of the deception card. That's why he feels he's wearing a false mask, because his heart is still torn between feeling responsible for the well-being of this person, but also knowing that there's a deep sense of security and satisfaction with you. So I feel that the potential outcome here with this other connection is him finally deciding which path that he wants to choose, which is the Nine of Pentacles, which is definitely your energy, because there's a lot of Pentacles energy here and a deep feeling of growth and security and the reward of all that hard work and that patient perseverance to reach the outcome that's desired. So I do feel ultimately that there potentially is an ending in store for this connection and a evolution to a new secure phase with your connection. All right, let me get one final card for their possible future outcome. What is the possible future outcome? His connection with the other person. This card says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. That reminds me of being an empath, being a caretaker. What is the potential outcome of his connection with the other person? We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Very interesting. So I do feel this is a healing opportunity for him. And the outcome of this experience is him having a greater knowing of self and a greater trust in being able to experience what is wanted versus what is unwanted. Because as an empath, you can be deeply used and manipulated by people who see your sensitivity and your nurturing capacity. That's why you're a healing presence, because this person recognizes now that they deserve to have that nurturance as much as they nurture others. So this relationship, this connection for him was to bring him to a deeper awareness of where he may be abused or manipulated or used by others. And I do feel his connection with you was a clarifying opportunity for him to see that there's an alternative, that you can have someone who is deeply fulfilling, who also has your best interest in mind and is not going to use you or manipulate you. But he needed to confront that lack of boundaries by being in this connection with this other person. So ultimately, I feel it's both his spirituality and his sensitivity that has led him to stay in this connection and take care of this person. But I also feel that it's part of his spiritual evolutionary journey to overcome that tendency to find a place of resolution for that energy so he can begin something new that is in his highest and best interest, which ultimately I'm feeling with this reading is your connection with him. So let me get a couple cards finally to end this reading with what does he want to say to you right now? Okay, what does this person deeply wish to tell you now? You are my light in the darkest times. I truly want to work on this connection. One more card. What does he wish to tell you now? No one will ever compare to you. Wow. All right, beautiful soul. These are his final messages to you. You are my light in the darkest times. I truly want to work on this connection, and no one will ever compare to you. And that deeply resonates with the rest of the cards in this reading. And beautiful soul, the future is in your hands. This is a glimpse into the potential energy surrounding this situation. And I leave it up to you and your highest judgment and your intuition into what is in your highest and best interest. I would love to hear down below how you resonated with this reading. And if you want to claim it for yourself, comment a palm tree emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, subscribe as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. If you desire a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that at any time. And until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love.